Hey guys, King of Shadow Rangers, and I'm doing a commentary video for Napoleon Total War. And this video is brought to you by Total War Community. And you can find them on Steam if you just look for them through the search box. So, in this battle, I am doing a one-on-one. The rules are no artillery and 5 light infantry max. I command the Prussians, while my opponent commands the French. And I'm using the same army that I usually use. So let's look at my opponent. He's got a lot of elite infantry. Got, it looks like 2 old guard and the rest are young guard. He's got a general staff and then 4 units of curiosity. So I march my soldiers forward, and what I usually do is I just march up to this little road right here, just because it provides a slight advantage. As you can see, it kind of sinks in, so that'll stop some of the bullets. And if you're looking at the map right now, up here in the top right, you can see that my line extends far beyond his, and so he's just going to retreat into this corner so he doesn't have to deal with my flanking that I would do if he had stayed there. But even if he does that, no matter where he goes, I can still flank him unless he moves into this very back corner back here, which he doesn't have time to. So I still march forward. Okay, so I use the formation double line screen for all my battles, basically, because it fits my style of playing, because it puts your cavalry on your flanks and the light infantry in front of your line infantry, and it's a really good formation with a no artillery battle. So he begins to move his cavalry over. So I begin to move my soldiers over.
Infanterie d'élite!
And he has no light infantry, so that can hurt him. He charges his cavalry over there to try and take mine. That's a 60 on 240 right there. So I make my soldiers run because he's charging. I don't want him to get free shots off. And he just destroys my right flank right there. I don't think I was paying attention.
Our men are running, sir.
I was more focused on trying to flank him. But he charges to get really close. Yeah, he just obliterated that unit. Right there, my line infantry isn't close enough to get shots off. So basically, it's just my light infantry taking on his elite infantry. So I charge forward to try and rout his soldiers. with the double fire, and he's taking a lot of casualties. But he does begin to flank me, because I didn't move my soldiers over in time.
Our men are running,
Pulls them
sir.
back to protect the flank after I move. And that unit doesn't stand a chance. So you can see where the line was. There's so many casualties. My light infantry is starting to rout. So we're both working each other's right flank. So I charge my cavalry over.
Our men are running, sir.
So he is attacking my flank right here. And he's doing a pretty good job. I was forced to use the square right there. I move my troops around. And I am still winning the battle though, because I move all my soldiers over and I still have a lot of soldiers left, while he only has 4 units basically. So I set up 2 lines with my left flank behind and my right flank ahead. And I do this because my left flank survived, or most of their troops survived, so they have more soldiers. And basically I put my right flank in front just to cause a little casualties and to give my left flank an advantage. So he's winning the cavalry battle. And he does have that little unit over there, Young Guard.
Our men are running, sir.
And he starts to charge his elite infantry into mine. And just immediately gets torn apart. Lots of casualties. And he charges my light infantry right there. And there's no defense against that. Because my Fusiliers can't deploy stakes. So now my line infantry gets to take some shots. And he's losing a lot of soldiers as 1 unit rout. But he's not the only one taking casualties, as
Our men are
even
running,
that Young
sir.
Guard unit is trying to flank me. And he charges his cavalry right here. And I go into square. And I take out a good portion of his cavalry. And I begin to flank him with my foot guards. And I charge my general to try and get rid of that flanking fire. And it works, as they stop firing. And my foot guards are basically taking out his right flank right there. But he's bringing back a routed unit. His cavalry is behind me. So that is not good. But what I do is I move my soldiers over, trying to rejoin this line. I put them in square so that their cavalry wouldn't be able to effectively attack. And right here I have soldiers firing from behind into their old guard's back. And I rout their infantry after. curiosity right there. And I can't put that
Our
unit
men
in
are
square
running, sir.
because it doesn't have enough soldiers. So he routes that unit. I get into square with the foot guard. And so basically I have 2 units, or 3 units. Because that one doesn't really count because it's fire base. I have 3 units of 2 elite infantry and 1 regular line infantry against 5 of his, counting the general. And he's flanking me with his old guard right there, all the while taking shots from my soldiers right there. And he goes into a melee charge. And then he charges in his cavalry because I can't form square while in combat. I move my soldiers forward right there. He charges general.
Our
And
men
so
are
he
running,
routes
sir.
that foot guard unit. So basically I have 1 left. Or 2 if you want to count that musketeer unit. So I charge my general into the melee with his cavalry, and then I get some shots off at his general. We rout his cuirassier. My musketeers firing, he goes into melee. And so I finally have the advantage as I have routed his cavalry, and now I just go into melee, hoping that the flanking maneuver would rout his old guard. And you can tell where the lines were
Sir, your general
due
has
to all
been
the
killed.
casualties.
This is a black day.
And so his old guard rout both of those units, and my foot guard just destroy the rest with their muskets. So he decides that all is lost and he just goes into a melee charge.
Glorious
Rout.
victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
And that is it. Again, this video was brought to you by Total War Community. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.